What's up, ladies and gents? This is Casey Kid coming at you with another Destiny 2 video. That's right, today we're going to talk about the Crucible in Destiny 2. More importantly, we're going to talk about the changes to Control. We talked about this a little bit in a previous video. We talked about Destiny 2 Control changing from what we're completely used to. And I don't mean just the 4v4 mode changes, but we've got something different. So yes, right now we are showing some Destiny 1 Control footage, but we do have footage from IGN. It's footage on Control with the Sentinel Titan, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to the video of Destin Legary interviewing Lars Bakken, where they talk about all of the changes, if you want to see the actual footage, if you want to see the raw video of that. But what we're going to do is just talk about some of my opinions and some of what they talked about as far as the changes go. But yes, you're going to see the Sentinel Titan in action. More importantly, you're going to see that super go off all at once, and IGN has got these videos all over the place, so stay tuned for that from them. So as far as what's going on with Destiny 2, again, yes, let's touch on it. It's 4v4 instead of 6v6 game mode, but all of the Crucible maps have been built with this in mind. So all of the maps are going to be smaller, but still, even looking at this footage, it feels like there are going to be a lot more one-on-one battles and a lot less chaos. So for those of you with amazing Crucible skills and amazing gun skills, I think this should fall right into your wheelhouse. For those of you that are really newbies, I guess you're not going to have to worry about all of the chaos hitting you from all over the place and dying instantly. But for those of you long-term casual fans, kind of like I am, you might struggle every now and then. And what I mean by this is, I feel like this game mode is going to be more catered to one particular person carrying an almost entire team on their own. Let's watch out for stuff like that. As far as some of the changes go though, it's still going to have 3 control zones, A, B, and C, but whenever you spawn in, whichever side you spawn into, your control zone will automatically be captured. So A and C are going to be captured immediately, which actually sounds like a pretty nice thing. It means that people are either going to immediately book it towards B and have a huge battle there, or immediately go for the enemy's spawn point. More often than not, I imagine people are going to book it for B, and there's going to be chaos ensuing. One other really cool thing is, you don't have to two-phase capture anymore. What I mean by this is, if you go to a flag that an enemy team has captured, you don't have to neutralize it first and then capture it. It just captures it immediately. So that's pretty solid. It means that you don't have to stick around in one spot for that long. And it might make people more apt to actually capturing things. Because also, you don't need to have multiple people in the capture zone in order to get the fastest capture time. One person is the fastest capture time. It is not up to 3 people like it is right now. So chances are you're going to see a lot of people multiple capturing the point, especially early on. But maybe once we learn that we only need one person, it should make it a little bit more lenient, and it might encourage people to go off and capture a zone on their own, because the point scoring is different as well. Basically, the amount of zones you capture dictates the amount of points you get. If you've got one zone and you get a kill, you get 1 point for your team. If you have 2 control zones, you get 2 points. If you have all 3, you get 3. So that's a pretty big deal. Now, my first question was, what if you have none? What if you have none? Do you get 0 points? They didn't mention that. I don't believe that's going to be a thing though. I believe that you'll at least get 1 point, but I have no evidence to that. It's just a gut feeling. But that was my first question. If you have 0, are you going to get 0 points for a kill? Which would really encourage you to going and capturing a point, because man, if you don't have any control points, you are absolutely toast. And let's just really quickly talk about this Titan gameplay that we see. Wow, seeing these barriers in action is absolutely amazing. What I love seeing is that Titan barrier being put up, blocking off basically 180 degrees of the control zone, and then the Titan only having to worry about half of the area to cover. That's pretty solid. That's pretty amazing. Man, I'm going to have a really difficult time picking between the Titan and the Warlock early on. Oh man, because the super looks good, that wall looks good, but that healing rift looks really nice for the Warlock as well. I'm sorry, Hunters, you guys are definitely lagging behind for me right now. Titans and Warlocks, it's going to be just a battle to the end. I might even have to put it up to a poll for you guys to decide which class I start on. I have no idea yet. I want to get my hands on the beta for sure. So what do I think overall about the new control? Well, they did mention that the matches are overall going to be shorter. They said roughly on average 8 minutes for a control match. Typically in Destiny 1, as far as all of my time and all my videos, 10 minutes is around what I budget for a control match. So 8 minutes, definitely shorter, means more action. I'm definitely a fan of that. I'm really going to miss the chaos of 6v6. I didn't see that happening in this control, and I think everybody expected that. I'm a little bit worried about carries. I'm a little bit worried about the good players really steamrolling the bad ones. But again, I want to get my hands on it because it still looks fun. And at the end of the day, even if I get steamrolled here and there, I get steamrolled here and there in 6v6 game modes as well. So let's get our hands on it and see what it's all about. Anyway, guys and gals, I want to hear your thoughts on these new control mechanics. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Crucible, and I'll see you around in Destiny 2. #Titan, Shield, Slam, Captain, OMG.